Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Hometown Cable, a short segment, unusual things that we see, and my name is Bob Venn. What's going on? His name of the program, Hometown Cable, and it's Sunday again when you see this. Standing next to me are the young and older Mr. Brunet, B-R-U-N-E-T.
You're right.
It says it right over there. See, Rue Brunet Road, it says. And this is Maurice and his son Ron. And we're in Ellenburg Center, or just about 3 miles from Ellenburg Center.
Yeah, what 2? Yeah, 2 or 3 miles. Yeah.
Okay, we were riding here, my wife and I, in the Alburys, and as we went by, we saw this display in the background. And we said, hey, just a second. We backed up, and we saw this, and I said, well, let's get out and take a peek. So Isabel was taking a picture, and this man came walking out, and she said, uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. Here comes somebody. And he was so glad to have us look at it, and he explained the whole thing, so we figured maybe someday we'll come here and see this. Now, you have a relationship in Champlain, too, don't you?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Tell us about your daughter in Champlain.
Oh, yeah, the Bichards. I'm sure everybody knows the Bichards in Champlain.
Yes, Mrs. Michael, and right there on Route 11.
Yeah. Right.
She's trying to copy here with your... She's got a nice display in her front yard, too.
Yeah.
Huh?
More expensive stuff than this.
Oh, yeah. Did you go do that for her?
Oh, the display. Yeah, I did that. Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that for her in front of the house. Yeah.
Yes, you've got nice little stones that just like that.
I did all that for her. Yeah.
And Ron, do you go out and do this too, or
No, I'm busy running the farm.
you run the farm, huh? Yeah. How long have you been on this farm?
He moved over here, and I believe it was in '56, and I bought in with him in '79 in a partnership, and I bought the rest of the farm from her last spring.
Oh, what do you mean moved over here? Where? Are you?
Oh, I'm originally from Canada. Cause I thought we went through that.
Oh yeah, but those people out there haven't seen you. Got to tell me again. Where were you from in Canada?
Oh, Cornwall.
Cornwall, huh?
Sure, everybody knows Cornwall. Yeah?
Yes. And how old were you when you came over here? I mean, how long
23
ago?
years old.
23.
Didn't know nothing.
I was 3.
Were you married yet? Oh, you were. Okay, so you were married when you came over, huh? So you're the oldest in the family. Is what you're telling me?
I have an older brother.
Okay.
Giles.
Okay. And how many in the family?
6, eh? 6 of us.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought I said 5 as well.
Well, you see, we're correcting him good this morning. This is Route 190.
Yeah, it used to be 190.
What do you call it now?
Now they call it just the Ellenburg Center Road.
The Ellenburg Center Road.
Yeah.
From the front of the school, you go right up to Ellenburg Center. And this is on the west side. And I recognize the farm from years ago. It used to belong to a man from
Old Russell Fallon, yeah.
Russell Fallon, who lived near the Bowl Mart.
Near Champlain, yeah, he is.
Uh-huh. So you've operated here ever since you've come over, right here?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
What kind of cows?
We had Ashers when he first came over. We're now into Holsteins.
Into the Holstein. One of the things we're going to do before we go look at the display, we're going to go at Ron. You have got into round bales. Is that right?
Yeah, we've shut all the conventional silos down and seal units down, and we went to round baleage.
Well, you still have corn.
We have corn silage that's in the silo here, but as far as haylage and corn silage, we went to all baleage, no more haylage.
Is this a trend that's happening?
Well, we were running into problems here with herd averages wasn't what it should be, and our silos weren't putting out the quality feed. We're putting in quality feed and getting out what, where we're losing it. So
burning up and then the silos,
Yeah. Well, I see you don't have any overhead on your barns for certain, so you don't have any inside storage?
Everything goes into these round bales.
Okay, we're going to go down and see. You got new machinery out here, right?
Yeah, everything's all, well, this is our 3rd year with it. So.
Okay, and your cows are giving more?
Yeah, we went from a 15,000 pound herd average to maybe a little over 20,000 now. But basically the same cows. Just doing a better job with the forage.
Is that right? Did you feed him well?
At today's prices, you have to.
You have to do that. Did you feed him well so that he's developed along with like the same way? Huh?
Well, they were always fed pretty good.
They were always fed pretty good, like the cast pines. Huh? Okay, we're going to walk down. The name of the farm is Crest, and it's the Brunets. How big a family do you have?
I have 2 boys.
Okay.
And they're both here on the farm with me.
Oh, got it. Follow right along a good trend. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching Hometown Cable. You never know what you're going to see. We're also going to be going over today to Northern Adirondack, where they're having a career day. We're going to talk to some of the students, I guess, and some of the people who are there for career day. Haven't any idea what we're going to do there until we get there. Thanks for tuning in. The sound in the background is the sign of the times. The geese are heading south. I think they're going north. They lost their way.
They're going the wrong way, yes.
We've come over to see the rolled hay in the plastic. Let's start out. You put your hay in a windrow.
Right.
And then what happens?
Well, then you just go down through with the baler.
With that big...
Right across the road.
Okay.
Yeah. Your moisture, we usually like to run it around 50% moisture. And just go around and pick it up with the wagon. Come in here and set it on this machine.
Wait a minute, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger like you were rolling a snowball.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can put a lot of hay in it.
All right.
These bales weigh probably around, I'm going to say 1,400 pounds. Depending on the moisture.
Okay, and it drops them as it comes out. It drops it.
Yeah.
And then, how do you put it on? You have a
front end loader.
Front end loader with a hook, and it goes onto a special, something new all the time, and it just drops them in here.
Yeah.
You put about 5, 6 bales on here.
We can put on 14 bales.
14. So you go double? You go higher?
Well, one.
Oh, that's double. Yes, I beg your pardon. Yes. Okay, so they come back here. Then you use this loader and.
Yeah, you just set them on this machine, and this machine just keeps pushing them in. And as it goes in, the machine goes ahead.
And it pulls the plastic over it.
Plastic over it. And when you get all done, you just tie your end up, and she's all set. Very simple. Costs hardly nothing to do this.
So you have a lot less equipment, you said.
A lot less equipment, a lot less cost and fuel. You know, you don't need these 100 horse tractors and stuff. You know.
Okay, and you don't have to build a what, $20,000 silo?
Right, that silo that you see in the background.
40? How much?
40, yeah.
40, huh? Yeah.
These silos you see in the background are no longer in use.
It's a change, huh? Now, there are some people use individual bales, individual wrappers.
Right.
Is there an advantage of this one that you know of?
I think this is a little quicker, yeah.
Quicker?
Some people like it individually wrapped. It's all in what person likes.
You don't use the plastic over again, obviously not,
no.
huh? Now, how much loss do you get in there for where, like you would around a silo and so forth? You know,
none at all.
You don't get any loss of this hay. And you put it at 50% moisture?
50. I went from 40 to 60%. Anything over 60%, you could be running into trouble.
Okay, now I'm not familiar what that means, 50%. I know what it means, but if you were an average farmer and you waited till it dried and you put the old bales, what percentage would you have had then?
You should have 0%.
Oh, okay, so you're putting in a lot more moisture.
Right.
Okay.
These bales here are dry.
Uh-huh. So is this a problem in the winter to get this out of here and get it to your barn?
I don't find it to be a problem after filling these silos.
Okay. How many of these can you feed the cows, and how many bales does it take to feed?
If I feed just hay, it takes me about 6 bales a day, and that's feeding 100 head.
Wow. Could you say 1,300 pounds?
Yeah.
That's heavy.
But with corn silage, we still do feed corn silage, so it takes me about 3 bales a day. So, half corn, half.
All right, so we're going to go over and see. So you come over here with that. You don't come over here with that machine that you got in front. You come over here with a loader with a
tongue. And
with a tongue, you stick right in.
Right, and then we go over to the barn and set it on a cart, and then it rolls out right in front of the cows, which we can show you.
Okay, we're going to go see what that looks like. Farming is changing.
Yes, it is.
The other one is the hay barn.
Okay, so you don't use that either right now, right?
The hay barn, we cut hay with it.
Okay, the cut. Okay, the chopper we're looking at back here, you see, you don't use that anymore.
No, we don't.
The one on the left. And you said what? It costs a lot of money to run that.
Well, it would burn 15 gallons an hour. So you can just imagine what your cost is to chop a load of hay.
Now these your bales way out there too?
Yes, it is.
Now you've yet to bring those in?
Yeah, they were put up dry. So that's just heifer feed anyways, dry cow feed.
Okay. So will you feed from across the road first?
Yes.
So you don't have to go so far
Well,
in the winter?
no, that's another advantage you have with the tubes here. Like if your feed's in the silo, when you come to it, that's what you feed. I can alternate. I can go to the first cut, second cut, either third cut. I can feed anything I want to balance out the ration.
Yeah. You look in the yard today, and you either see they look like cocoons, or these little buildings where the calves are tied out individually. Something I never saw when I was growing up either on the farm.
Right.
Okay, so. This saddle is not being used. The blower you don't use much anymore here, right?
No, that was another chopper we had.
Okay, that isn't used anymore. No. And okay, so now we're going to move over and see this green machine.
Right.
And what is this called? Is this unrolling or something?
I call it a round bale feeder is what I call it.
A round ball. Okay. round bale feeder.
Yeah, we just drive right down in front of the cows, and it rolls the bale right out to the cows.
Okay, that's what we're going to see before we see the demonstration out in the front yard. And this bale is all...
Right, you can see this bale was put up, I'm going to say right around 50% moisture.
And it's still moist, huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why it weighs 1,300 pounds, probably, right? Yeah. A regular bale would run anywhere from 80 to 100 pounds, the normal bale.
You're talking a square?
Yes.
Yeah, 40, depending on your size of your bale, but 40, 50 pounds.
There were some 40s when I used to have the horses.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a brand new kind of machine that just for these type of things.
I think it was one of the first one in the area.
Are there many people doing it this way today?
Today, there's more and more people all the time, yes. We were one of the first ones to try it.
Okay.
It's got to be set up for it. You've got to have the rights. Your barn's got to be set up for it.
Oh yeah, you're going to have a wider manger
Yeah,
too, huh?
right, yeah.
Okay, we'll go inside and see what this looks like. One of the things they mentioned is that the difference is you have to have a much wider area in front of the cows.
I'm going to start down the other end.
Okay. So you're going to be going this way, so we can't see it as we go the other end. We're going to have to go on the other side because otherwise we're going to just see the back of him.
He comes through this way, this side.
Oh, he's going to go back that way?
He comes this way, then he has to start on the other side.
Okay. All right. So you've got a lot of room on this end. What do you use this area for?
Well, we used to have this with our salon. We used to have a feed cart right here in the elevator. And we used to come here with our cart, and we needed that room. We had an elevator coming out of that salon.
Okay. Now, you've never considered going to a loafing barn?
Well, no.
Okay. So this is a chain tie.
This is a tie saw.
No stanchions. And the cows are milked right in their position.
Yep.
They got a much wider, twice the area of a normal.
Yeah, we got 8 foot here. Yeah.
In the front. Yeah. Yeah. In many places you go to farm, they'll have a kind of a trough in front of the cows. You know, it kind of goes down to catch and so forth. Wow. So you don't have to handle much.
No. Yeah, when he gets on the other side, you can do a good picture of it.
I don't remember seeing many up and down windows like this either in barns, where you can open the air and look at the windows in here. When did you build the barn?
Back in '82.
So you owned it when it burned?
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah.
Oh,
did you lose cattle too?
We lost around 25, 30 head of cattle, yeah. Nice. We had a lot of springers. We had all our springers tied in the barn.
Wow.
And they all went, yeah.
Is this a third generation right here?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah? You going to talk to us, say hello to us on TV? Huh? You want to just get your voice from me? What's your name?
Brian Brunet.
You're Brian. Okay. So Brian, you like farming, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're out of school?
Yeah.
Good. I didn't think that your dad had children old enough to be out of school here. It's a lot easier than when I was on a farm, I'll tell you. You know, we had to do a lot of hand work. Go up in the silo, throw it out by hand, and pick it up and put it in the cart and bring it, you know. But we used a bushel basket carrying it. And look at that unroll here. What you're watching is the roll. And I guess they're all fed pretty evenly too that way, right?
Yeah.
Must be more easier than to spread it out. And you'll notice, even though the cows will move their head back, they just move back when they see him come. Well, this is a lot easier than when I used to go up the mow and pull it out and throw it down.
This is unreal how nice this is.
Yeah. Was there much hesitation in doing this? What made you think you wanted to do this?
Well, we were having trouble with these sallows. We could not get our herd average up over 15, and we knew what the trouble was. We'd have had to spend probably another 25, 30,000 in this sallow because it's almost 20 years old, and you've got air, you've got leaks all over. And when they came out with this, hey, let's try this, you know.
How many times do you feed a day? Just twice?
Oh, we feed them twice a day, plus we feed them outside. We kind of keep stuff in front of them all the time. If they need some, we'll give them a little bit.
Well, this is very unusual. I never saw anything. I wouldn't have thought that that bale is going to last that long.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there, yeah. And
There's still a lot left of that bale.
yeah, they'll do the whole.
Well, you're seeing it here for the first time. Now, you gotta.
One cow didn't get any.
Oh, yeah, okay. She's not supposed to eat that. She's being punished.
She's punished.
She's being punished. Now, you got to go push this up.
Yeah, we'll
you push that with a broom. You just push it right up.
Look at it. Then when they're gonna, then you push it in and they get eaten again. See?
Yep.
Listen to those.
Well, I'll be darned. And now there's a lot of clover in there.
Alfalfa.
That's alfalfa.
That's new seeding, so you're going to see a little bit of like weeds in there here a little bit.
Yeah,
You know?
it's very, very moist.
Yes, that's what makes
Just like
alfalfa is a hard thing to feed if you were feeding it dry because it's so coarse that the cows don't like it. With the moisture, they eat it right up.
So it keeps all the moisture inside the plastic. It can't get out, huh?
Yeah.
And it doesn't spoil.
No.
That's
Unless you have a hole in the bag.
Of course. All right. Yes.
So you have to be careful.
So and when you finish that there, you have to block up the end quite a bit, or it wouldn't spoil that quick.
We tie it off.
Okay.
Another thing, if this is 23% protein, you've got 23% available. It's not bound protein. It's all available.
It doesn't heat when it ferments.
Yeah. See, that was our trouble with our sallow. We were putting up this kind of stuff in this sallow, and testing 23, 24%, 10% available. It would burn and bound up. See, when it's bound, it's not available to these cows, and this is why we just couldn't get the milk out of them. When you're feeding stuff it's not available to them because there's too much heat to it. It's burnt. It's bound protein.
Have you changed your kind of feed grain that you give them more from before?
No, I just cut back.
You cut back on the grain, huh? And you're still able to,
Right.
because grain's a very expensive thing.
When you were putting up forage like this year, you don't need a lot of grain.
I think my father, when we used to have the farm, he'd say he had the $1 for me, the $1 for the grain, $1 for me. It took 50% of the check.
Yeah. Really?
Oh, it was the grain. He gave a lot of grain,
I'm feeling like probably 5 to 1.
Oh, okay. See, and my father gave the grain. I didn't give the grain. He was fussy. He knew what each one's going to get a little, Each one got a little bit. It wasn't always the same. Oh, very good. And you still got enough to do much of the other side, huh? Oh, he's not going to go backwards here. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Oh, he's going to go start the other end. All right, what we're looking at, of course, the back of the cows. This is a normal barn you used to see many years ago with just 2 gutters and the big walkway in behind. You have pipelines for your milk, right? You don't carry milk. We used to carry milk. All right, now tell me again where you got this idea and how this came about.
Oh, I just like old stuff like that, And every time I did something like a sign over there with stones, it seems like all the neighbors everybody would have one. See, so I said, I'm going to do something where people will not be able to copy. So I came up with this idea. Which I like. I all like this old stuff anyway.
And it's been up how long?
How long is it? Well, did it take me to do this?
No, how long ago did you put it up?
Oh, I just put it up last spring.
Oh, so it hasn't had a winter yet?
No, it ain't had no winter yet.
Are you going to take anything in during the winter?
No, I'm just going to cover it. This one is going to Champlain. My daughter wants this. That's going on Carol's lawn in Champlain.
Okay, well, watch for this in Champlain, folks, right there. Okay. And wait, we were talking when we were here that the shafts here, you see, are not in the middle. They're off to the side, right? And the reason you said was for what?
So the horse walks on the track, not in the middle of the, where gets him out of the snow.
Right. See, the horse can walk where he was the time before. Otherwise, he'd be in the middle, and he's in the snow, and the tracks on either side, like you walk in the car track, so to speak, right?
That was of course, the other one's got a 2-horse, because they're both walking on these tracks.
Yes, over there, yeah.
Yeah, that's got a pole on it for a team, see?
Okay. Now, one of the important things about this is that it's hard to find a sleigh with that kind of upholstery.
No, I did all this. It wasn't like that when I got it. This is all, I did all that. All the upholstery on all the equipment you see
Did
here.
your own upholstery?
Yeah, I did all that. Yeah, I like to do that stuff. Yeah.
Had you ever done any kind of upholstery before?
Well, my brother I used to help my brother a little bit. That's where I got the idea. You know, if you don't forget if you know, well, you've seen him do it. You know, I used to help him. That's how come I got to know how to do all that. Yeah.
Where did you get the sleighs?
This one here I got out of Canada. But the other one there, it was Ron Winkler. I don't know if you know Ron Winkler. He had that in his old barn over there, and he gave me that.
He gave it to you?
Yeah.
Has he seen it since you picked it up?
Oh, yes, he has.
Does he want it back? He said he only loaned it.
Gosh, it wasn't like that. I had to put a new front. There was no seats on it. All the front is all new. And it was, you know, I know when I first brought it here, Ronnie, my son, he says, "What are you going to do with that?" I said, "You just wait and see."
Well, it sure looks nice. And then the buggy the same way.
Yeah, yeah.
It just really looks nice. And you'll notice the big rock just to the right behind the plant, you know. It just looks real nice. There's a lot of work to do that.
It's too bad you couldn't have been here about 2 months ago. I had all my flowers and everything around it, you know. All the flowers are dead now.
Well, yes, but we can see here it's just a great job. Now, like the plow, something you had on the farm?
No, this is that was Mr. Ferret from Chateauguay gave me that one. Yeah, most of the stuff is all stuff that people give me. Yeah. And that scraper, I got that out of the dump here in Plattsburgh. I was there one day and I was in the dumpster.
Right, it looks like a wheelbarrow with no front. No, that just a man stands behind that.
Yeah, that's a
and
scraper.
the horse is pulling, and you kind of just lift the back end up, and it scrapes.
Make ditches.
And then you go in and you just flip it, and you make and you move your dirt. And then, of course, you got the tractor seat.
Yeah, that was an old disc harrows. They were horse-drawn disc harrows. Yeah.
It's a one similar to it on the rake.
Yeah.
And then there is
that's a
cream separator.
Milk separator, yep.
Yep.
Got that out of Canada too.
And then a little.
That's a cultivator, corn cultivator.
Remember, this is when, like, you take the plow, you do one row at a time with 2 horses. Today they're doing 7 and 8 bottom, right?
Yeah.
That's what you call a 1 bottom plow.
Yeah.
All right. Then the bell came from where?
This is an old school bell. Mary LaBombard is the one that gave me this.
Oh gosh, he takes a lot of things.
Recess is over.
So you don't buy very much, do you? Huh?
All stuff given to me. That was the scale.
Am I going to sell you a tape when this is all done?
Yeah.
Okay, so then the real old scale, platform scale they called it, and then they had weights that you put right here.
Yeah.
This weight, and you keep putting them on, and they're worth so many 100 pounds. And then for 50 pounds, you kind of adjust this, and then when it levels, this goes up, and then it kind of hangs in the middle. And then an old pump.
This is
given to you.
Given to me by Vic Paletta. The scales was Joyce Menard.
She gave you those too.
Yeah, and the pump was Victor Paletta. I don't know if you know Victor.
No, I don't know.
I picked it off the stone wall because there was no handle on it. That's one of my fancy handles I made and all that. And so was this.
This is a can. Is that a half a can?
That's a cream can.
That's a cream can. All right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got your old mower blades.
Yeah, a mower machine. That was horse drawn. I put a pole on it and fixed it up. That was donated by Vic Paletta too.
Now, if he hadn't been given all this, there'd be nothing here. Did someone give you that big wheel too?
No, we had this here.
You had one of your own, huh?
One of the only things we had.
And of course, the dump rake in the back.
That's another thing someone gave us. Yeah.
Yeah. When we were talking with Jim Misek, we saw one in the back that he had that was in rusty and things. Well, it wasn't that color. It's here for display. And that's the back end would lift up, and you'd make your rows sideways. In other words, you drop it, you get back and forth. It wasn't always easy to put them in a straight line either. You'd kick a little lever there. And where do you get these big rocks? And you import them? Who gave you those?
Oh, the big rocks. We have no problem with them. We have a lot.
Your son gave you those. All right. A lot of people stop in to see it?
Oh, yeah. Huh? I've always got somebody stopping in, taking pictures, and I don't know where I got this stuff.
Have you, anybody from the paper ever come get a picture of it in the loan paper?
We had was it Carol Goss is supposed to be here. She's been here a few times, and she just wanted to see me before.
I would have thought, it's unusual. I've never seen this before, and we think that people out there ought to see this too. And that's why we're here this morning. We're on our way to Ellenburg. Anything else you want to tell us about? What do you got? Any new plans for this?
Well, I've got a.
You going to expand it?
I want to expand it next year. I got a project for next year. I want to have a thrashing machine on the other side.
A big thrashing machine.
Big thrashing machine. I've already got an old engine. One of them big old engines.
Yeah.
And I'm going to set that up. I'm just going to cut my lawn. I won't have so much grass to cut.
That's right. Well, so much a lot. And then instead of leaving it just rot in the back, it's right out here where people can see it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna,
okay. Well, I listen. You got the grass all cut for us. Looks real nice. He got the sun came out for us, right? And Ron, come over here. Thank you very much for showing. We've never seen that before, and I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen that. And that machine, I guess I might as well say it, it's sold by your brother-in-law. Is that right?
Yeah.
Not your brother-in-law.
Right,
yeah, your brother-in-law, yes. Rady Bayshard there in Champlain. So we saw some of Rady's equipment right here. And
I wonder if Rady ever sold one of these here.
I don't know. That's a few years.
Yeah.
When I was on the farm, well, you used it before too.
Yeah,
Yes, I've used this.
10, 12 years old, and I
never did much cutting. My father used to do the cutting. I never did much hay cutting. Of course, I remember I used to turn the machine to sharpen the blades that go back and forth in there.
Yeah, that's something we need here. We got to find one. We used to have one here too.
The one used to sit on and used to paddle
it there.
Yeah, I've got a metal one, and I picked up. It's a metal. The whole thing was metal, and it had a big stone, a grindstone, and I left it out one winter, and it just got so soft that it just broke right off. Inside. Yeah. We've been talking with the Brunets here on the Ellenburg Center Road. Ron and his dad Maurice, and I thank you very, very much, gentlemen, for your time. And a little bit more from Ellenburg.
You can't say anything about our manure pit because you can't see. This is something new, something else we've got out there.
Well, tell us about that. Where's that? Over on the other side?
No. Here, just
see where them gates are?
Yes.
It's all cement. You back right into it. There. See all the manure from the barn goes in there.
Is in that area.
It's right in
and
there.
And then is it a spray?
right, we go with liquid.
So you're forcing it underground.
All underground, yeah.
Farming has changed so much, folks. It's hard to keep up with equipment, isn't it? Huh?
Yes, it is.
Now, across the road, there's a lot of trucks and a great big building. Now, don't tell me you're also in the milk business.
Your brother does that.
Your brother does that, huh?
Yeah.
And he's in that big house right there?
Right.
What's his name?
Dale Brunet.
That's Dale Brunet.
Sure, you must have seen these trucks in Champlain. Dale's got 4 of them picking up with his names right on them.
God, that's some nice big farms along this road, aren't there, huh?
Yeah.
Real good farmland?
Yeah, very good.
Very. And do you have a lot of, not little rock, big rocks, huh?
Well, everything is done no-till now, so we very seldom ever run a plow.
Most of these.
What do you mean, no? You don't use a plow anymore?
Very seldom.
No.
We
just big harrows?
No, you go in there with a no-till planter. You use chemicals to kill your grass. Then you go in with a no-till planter, and you put it in the corn for probably about 3 years. Then we go in with our offsets, because then your sod is all soft, so you work it up and you seed it right back down.
You're not talking about that 6 inches wide or 8 inches wide where you only plow that much, no?
No, that's something new.
That's something new.
Yeah, they're using down in Champlain. There.
Yes,
I see it.
yes.
They're being used down there.
Yeah, we saw that down there when we were, one of our breakfasts we went to, a real good breakfast. And where was that? You think we saw that?
Bird.
Yes, it was. And they were very good to us. Matter of fact, we had to go there twice. 2 days in succession, and we had pancakes. We couldn't get it all at one time.
All our fertilizer comes from.
It does from there.
Fertilizer and seed.
Yep.
All comes from Brunet Brothers.
Okay, well, thanks again, gentlemen.
Good.
A pleasure to have met you here. See, by accident, and then here we are back. You've been watching Hometown Cable. We've been at the Hollow Crest Farm, the Brunets. When you go by on this road between Ellenburg and Ellenburg Center, make sure you look on the west side. You'll see this display, and bring your camera and get a picture. Very different. See you later, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Should have been over here.
Just because we say goodbye, and we're all finished, don't mean we really are. They were just saying we should have been standing here when we first started. This is the Hollow Crest Farm. Brunets, right, registered and grade Holsteins. You'd get a big difference in the milk between your registered and your grades?
No, matter of fact, I got some grades out there. I'll milk the registered ones.
Is that right? Yeah. Yes. And you have your own bull?
We artificial. We use, and then
Both?
we have the bull also.
Yeah. See, this is extra work. You see, once you turn your farm over to your son and they do all the work, you gotta keep busy as you get older. And this is what Maurice does. See, you work in the field too, right?
Oh yeah, I do all the mowing and the baling.
But nothing in the barn. You're done with the
No,
barn.
I don't go in the barn no more.
No more. Okay.
I've been at it for 40 years. Time for me to get.
I did. When my father was living way back, I didn't think farmers ever retired. They died. But now farmers are retiring. We got a couple of Tatros in Champlain that retired, and just went right straight through. That looks very, very nice. It's a very, very attractive place, and it's nice that you have the time to at least, keep it like this. Was it like this when you were working every day?
Well, no.
Not quite so much.
When I had to go in the barn, now while they're in the barn, I can do this.
Okay.